Don, welcome and thank you for joining us. I guess you're joining us at a really important time in the Netflix's content cadence because you've got Squid Game season 3 just about to happen. How did you actually, and then the team working in Korea, really develop this strategy at Netflix? Was it by design or was it by making a few mistakes first and then finding the winning formula?
Good question. The big myth is that, and I'm surprised that this is still, this myth is still out there, is that, like, there's no data that really tells you, like, what shows to make. And if we did that, that'd be really good because we would all have, like, great hits only, and there would be no competition. But it's really about art. It's really about being in the game, being with the creators, understanding what kind of stories that they want to tell, and really finding that unique voice that is authentic to the local audiences, and enabling them to tell new stories that was never been possible before. I mean, ever since from Kingdom to most recently, we launched When Life Gives You Tangerine.
Right.
It's a story about 3 generations of family over a span of 60 years. Something like that in that scale has never been done before in Korea, and it was watched and really loved by the world. So, that's what we focus on.
So how do you define success in Korea in terms of impact, hits, churn, or franchise potential? What are you looking at?
I mean, our single most important measurement of success is the engagement.
Right.
And the case that you mentioned with Neighbor, it's a innovative way to really find and engage with the new sector of audiences in Korea. But for me, because I work in content, it's really about discovering great stories from Korea. And we do it we try, because we want to create this really sustainable ecosystem that really works with everyone. We try to find new writers, new directors, new casts, and we almost force ourselves to anywhere between like 20 to 25 or 30% of shows with new creators, and because not because just for the sake of it, because it's the right strategy to do it, because you need that healthy pipeline of newcomers, of storytellers.
Well, let's just dig deeper on that, on the creative economy in Korea, because the perception is, certainly not even just this year, but the last couple of years, that there's a bit of a lull in the Korean creative economy. What's behind that, and what's your perspective on that?
So you're right. In terms of the volume of production that's coming from Korea, there was a time where they were doing maybe anywhere between like 140 to 150 series per year. I think that happened during a phase when a lot of series were being exported to China. We saw a lot of global players interested in taking a bit of interest in Korean series at that time. But I really see this as a phase because we saw, previous to that, a surge of production and rise in production cost when China was a really big market for us. And then when it kind of stopped, everyone thought everyone was really in big trouble. But then again, we really came out of that stronger, with more variety of stories and more number of shows. So, it's a phase. It goes up and it goes down. But I am very confident. I have many friends from this industry sitting here at this conference room. And it's a time where we need to practice discipline in terms of managing cost. But also, I know, and we've done it before, that we'll come out of this stronger. Services like Netflix, we commission shows. The production costs are determined by the production companies. And then when we find something that is interesting and we want to commission, we think long and hard about what is the appropriate size of the investment, and we discuss, and things get finalized through the negotiations. What is right. Like we try to right size the budget, and as long as we can all exercise that discipline together, I'm very confident about the health. of
Right.
the-
Don, just on a few closing things for the audience, if I could ask you just to focus on a couple of things. Number one, your slate going forward for 25, how you see the sort of velocity of the growth of your Korean content business in Korea and globally. What do we have to look forward to?
So thanks for asking. For the remainder of the year, we have more than 15 shows remaining, just our originals. For film, we have exciting film slate, including something like Good News. It's from one of my all-time favorite director, Pyun Sung-hyun. And we have exciting series like Jiggy Make a Wish. It's from the writer Kim Eun-suk. She delivered Glory for us, and then before that, she also wrote Guardian. So this is a romantic comedy, fantasy romantic comedy, the thing she does the best. And for nonfiction shows, we have the returning favorite seasons of Culinary Class for Season 2 and also Physical Asia. Right. So what's so great about these, these are so different from, they're very diverse from each other. So you have a lot to look forward to from Netflix Korean content.